Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of our Corus Chess 2010 video featuring Grandmaster V.Kramnik, former world champion, with the white pieces versus American superstar Grandmaster H.Nakamura, whom I personally met several times. Was a very nice guy. I met him and his dad long time ago. Seen him at U.S. team and amateur tournaments, and it's great talent. And if you get to see Corus play live, he's definitely always a guy that has crowds around his games. Very charismatic guy. Whatever that it factor is, he definitely has it. And I always knew he was going to be a superstar. Same with Fabiano Caruana. Very strong player. I played him when he was about 7 years old. I was black and in the Stonewall defense. And I overlooked the move. He made a sacrifice. I've been looking for the game. I had to dig through some paperwork to find it, but I remember the game when he was just a little kid. But anyway, back to the game. This is part 2. I hope you saw part 1, because this video we're starting off with the move 11, Rook D1. And here I gave this move in my analysis kind of like a question mark with an exclam next to it, because I felt that Kramnik should have exploited the lack of development in Nakamura's position by just taking D takes E5. So let's look at that. D takes E5, D takes E5, Bishop A3. All the classic chess manuals say the opponent is behind in development, open up the position. And sometimes in modern chess we say rules are made to be broken, and sometimes we just avoid just the obvious. And I think the obvious here is accept the double pawns as a weakness and open up the position. Perhaps Kramnik figured it wasn't a decisive enough advantage to take such a long-term weakness into the endgame, but I feel here that's appropriate. So rook E8, E4, knight A6, queen A4, F takes, rook FD1, queen F6, knight D2, E3, good move, just getting rid of the weakness by causing the opponent to make a weakness in position. Bishop H6, rook HE1, queen G7, anticipating the next move, knight E4, bishop F5, a nice X-ray. So you see black is trying to get into the game. Queen B3, some lines threatening this move with a discovery against the queen, and also just simply taking that pawn. Rook A B8, bishop D6. So that's one line, and I feel white is just better here. Again, if your opponent can't exploit a weakness or take advantage of it, is it really a weakness? It's one of those catch-22. It's one of those conundrums. If a tree falls down in the woods and you're not there, well, how do you know it fell down if you didn't hear the sound? It's one of those kind of things. Or I probably messed it up, but it's something like that. Double pawns is a weakness, yes, but if it can't be exploited, then now it's weak. Matter of fact, it's very strong here. And also on D takes E5, another option for black is of course rook F7. You see that a lot too. The same idea as E4, and just exploiting the lack of development here. And then I feel like after knight G5, white has a good game. Say knight G5, say rook D7 or something, bishop D6. Just good. It's good strong move, solid position for white here. So after rook D1, which actually threatens to take, this gives Nakamura a chance to just close up the position. So he plays E4, and now what black is gaining space, and at the same time he can consolidate and catch up in development. Knight G5, H6, knight H3, G5, F3, and to me this is probably the most important move of the game here, and was missed by Nakamura. And if he played this move, I felt that he could have definitely been equal in the game. He played d5 here, which looks like a very, it actually is. A lot of people just play d5 here. It's a very normal move. The problem with d5 is it's immediately, what does it do? If you look at it, it allows white to get rid of his weakness. So you're helping your opponent, which old chess manuals tell you, don't do it. So what it does is it helps your opponent because you can trade off his weakness, and then now you have a target on d5 because now your pawn base has moved to d5. So those are two things in white's favor. So that should throw red flags up in the position. Hey, I should not do this move. So you might ask, well, how do you protect against the threat to the e4 pawn then? And my answer to that is queen e7. Now, it's based on several tactical principles. Well, you say, well, I'll just take. Okay, so f takes e4, f takes e4. Knight f2 has to be played, and the game is equal. Now, why knight f2? Because if bishop takes, you see that red arrow pointing from the c8 bishop all the way to h3. That means that bishop is hanging. And because of Kramnik's maneuver here, it allows this tactic to be possible. So we would have to play knight f2, and now e3 would be played. Queen e7, knight f2, as opposed to taking, right? Just knight f2, e3 right away, knight d3, f4, bishop a3, knight a6, and black is okay. No, white has minimal pressure in the position, and black is exactly what he wants. Now black is relatively caught up in development. Bishop f5 is coming soon, so the game is up for grabs. But you'll see the difference between the serenity black has in this line as opposed to what actually happened in the game. So due to time constraints, we're going to end this part of the video right here, the f3 and d5, and we're going to get into the second portion of the game in our next video, and we're going to pick it up with d5, which I told you is a positional mistake. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you stay with me. I'm trying to give some more detailed analysis, add some more substance to the games so that you can get some more enjoyment out of them. So I'll see you on the next video.